Disney just made it official. Hulu is shutting down. I repeat, Hulu is shutting down in 2026. Not merging, not rebranding, shutting the fuck down. Closing doors. Finito. For years, Hulu has been the adult side of Disney streaming strategy, the place for edgy shows, original, and content Disney Plus couldn't touch. So why kill it now? What happens to all that content? And what does this say about the future of streaming as a whole? Because when a major platform like Hulu disappears, that's not just a Disney story, that's an industry warning.
Are you not entertained?
Because this move isn't about Hulu failing, it's about streaming changing. Disney doesn't want multiple platforms competing for the same subscriber anymore. They want one ecosystem, one bill, one funnel. And Hulu, despite its success, became redundant in that plan. But here's the bigger issue. Hulu filled a role Disney Plus never truly replaced. It housed mature content, riskier storytelling, and shows that didn't fit the Disney brand. Shutting it down means that identity has to go somewhere or it disappears. This also signals something else. The streaming gold rush is over, people. The growth has slowed, costs are high, and consolidation is the new strategy. Platforms aren't asking how to expand anymore. They're asking, how do we survive going forward? So this isn't just Hulu ending in 2026. It's Disney admitting the old streaming model doesn't work anymore. And if a platform as big as Hulu can be cut loose, no streaming service is truly safe anymore, people.
Absolutely. So Hulu will be fully integrated into Disney Plus in 2026. The standalone app will be shut down, gone, but will not be forgotten. Disney announced on August 6, 2025 that Hulu will be merged into Disney Plus, creating a one singular unified streaming experience. This follows Disney's acquisition of full ownership, of Hulu from Comcast as of June 2025. This was interesting news to me because the Fox Disney deal was long ago. And when Disney bought Fox and Comcast lost out on that bid, it was told that Comcast owned a substantial stake in Hulu, even though it was owned by Fox. I would have thought them getting full ownership of Hulu would have came so quickly after that. But according to the news, it's taking years for them to get full ownership out of Comcast. So now we see why this was not done beforehand. But at the same time, it's befuddling. Disney Plus is shedding subscribers. You shifting all the Hulu content to Disney will not bring the people back. Disney's name is synonymous with children, family-like entertainment, and of course, now the fledgling Marvel content. This move seems, to me, in a sense, and it's furthermore consolidation in the industry, as we're continuously seeing. We have reported on the Netflix and the Warner Brothers deal. So I am shocked to see this, but I pose a question to the audience and to my cousin. Right now, there's currently a deal in place where you get Disney, Hulu, and HBO, or any variation of the three in ESPN Plus for $30. I believe they also shifted it to $20 a month now, depending on the plan, ads or no ads, etc. But if they absorb Hulu and Disney all into one, how does that deal now go in place for someone who is subscribed to all three and they've taken that deal? You know, this raises a lot of questions. Even now with that deal in place, there's certain HBO and Hulu content available on Disney Plus, and it's confusing seeing it there. I think Sinners, that's a movie on HBO. You could possibly watch that on Disney Plus, but if you are a parent of 3 and all your kids are, let's say, under the age of 8, and that pops up, you're like, whoa, hey, what is this? That's just, it's not the for content like that. And then again, Disney has squandered so much goodwill. Disney has pushed away a certain demographic of audience, and even then, their content is not worth watching for the long haul, as in a la HBO, Netflix in a sense. So to merge all this together, it's just baffling. But then on the other hand, it's understandable as well because with the rising cost of everything, keeping two platforms going, I'm pretty sure is eating away at the books. And that CFO is probably like, hey, what are we doing? Put this all together, shed some of that server maintenance costs, and let's keep it going. But it seems more of Disney not wanting to admit failure and shutter Disney Plus and funnel that into Hulu, a la you can have a specific section for it where they'll do the reverse and just shuffle everything into Disney. And it's like, I mean, Treese, how do you see the optics on this move? Like I said, to me, it smells of desperation, but then again, it could be more cost-cutting measures that's going on across the board right now.
Oh, it's definitely cutting costs. Definitely making things lean and mean just because it does cost a lot to maintain. A lot of support is needed for both platforms. Bugs and just like we said, security updates and make sure nobody's accounts compromised. There's a lot that goes in making these platforms an app on your PlayStation or game consoles or your TV. It's a lot of upkeep, like just like with game developers and servers and things like that. It's a lot for these companies to uphold, maintain these streaming services. So I think this is just a cost savings move, but it's just interesting because Disney has been so overly, grossly, obnoxiously like, oh, we're kid first company, and even though they do nasty shit behind the scenes and have had history of their origin stories being very disgusting and nasty,
Mm-hmm.
we have to protect our kid like image and for the kids and for the children. So it's very interesting. I'm very curious how they're gonna treat Hulu content going forward. But I guess you can point to how they treated Deadpool once they got the Fox deal. They let Deadpool be Deadpool. They didn't really rein none of his shenanigans in. That is Deadpool. So maybe Disney is looking at it like, hey, all that kid overly shit, hey, that shit's out the window. We gotta make money at the end of the day. We've taken some L's on some of these Marvel movies. Our movies are not really making the money we wanted to, even though Avatar has reported it's selling fine. It's on pace to be, really, really high grossing movie. So shout out to Avatar. But overly, right, in Disney's minds and everything else they released this past year or 18 months has not made the money or return they were looking for. They looking at streaming services. Hey, the costs to maintain these things are at an all-time high. Why would we have two when we can just maintain one? And we'll just have a subsection for kids and a subsection for our mature content. I'm sure somebody in the shareholder meeting was like, what the fuck are we doing having two platforms? Cut that Hulu shit. Now, you make an interesting point because of the bundles and all that. Are they going to do anything? Because I feel Disney will be grimy and say, hey, technically Hulu is still alive because it's on our platform. So therefore you do have, therefore you still do have Hulu content and Disney content and HBO content. So keep it pushing, motherfucker. I can
If that ain't some
look,
corporate bullshit.
listen. I'm just being honest. I can see Disney saying it now, like,
No,
"Hey,
no, you are right. You are right. And that thought did not cross my mind. That's why I'm laughing like, oh shit. I can see a memo on like I can see someone calling customer support and be like, what are you talking about? Did you not watch so and so? Well, yeah. Well, that's a Hulu original. We just don't call Hulu the app. It's still there. So
yeah,
we
yeah."
don't know why you're calling us, sir. You want to go ahead and push that on to someone else? Have a great
Listen,
day.
hey, listen. If you don't know, Disney makes some nasty moves and have done nasty
Oh yeah.
things. Even up until this day, they do nasty shit. So listen, I think that's peak nasty. Now, sometimes, let's say they meet some people in the middle and say, hey, you got the bundle, we got rid of Hulu, it's shutting down. But you didn't sign like was it a guaranteed 12 months lock in or something? How was that?
With me, I'll go ahead and admit for myself, I already had all three streaming apps. So when I went and took the deal, shout out to my cousin who let me know of it to save some money. I had a special thing that came up to me, and it was like since I was already a pre-existing member of all three of them, the deal was you get You get all three for $30 a month. And I was
Yep.
already a member. They were like, I got prorated to be charged $15 a month for like a year and a half because I
Okay.
already had them. And then I guess it would
Okay.
go to whatever the normal price was. But now
Okay.
it's like, okay, so how will you all subsidize that?
Yeah.
You,
So
in a sense, the deal is 3 for 30, in a sense, 10 each. You're taking one away, air quotes, asterisk. So now will you charge
yeah. Okay.
25, 22,
But
50,
yeah,
some shit
the
like that?
premise
That's why I'm getting.
but the premise of your things, you got it for a year and a half, and that's what I was asking. Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reason why I was asking that, because when Netflix upgrades their prices that next month, hey bitch, it's the upgraded price. You're not there is no, oh, you got locked in for Netflix for X amount of years. Because baby, if so, I would have been locked in some shit for Netflix, because that bitch sometimes will do price increases multiple times a year. So that's why I asked
Mhm.
if there's some type of time thing associated with it. And if when Hulu does finally shut down, if you do still have time on your deal, I think how they will meet people in the middle will still, they will prorate whatever time remaining
Mhm.
per portion of it. They'll prorate it for future subscription months, basically. So they'll just
Yeah.
kick, they'll give you credit on the back end, basically is what I'm saying, for however
Okay.
much time you have left. I feel like that's the meeting in the middle. Now the scummy thing is they don't give a fuck. It's still Hulu content at the end of the day, so they shall not give you shit. And honestly, they'll probably make it hard for you. You'll probably have to call customer service or do something about it. If you
Mhm.
don't say anything, I'm sure Disney is going to continue just to charge you. And once your time run out, they're going to upcharge you to whatever the later price is. So, hey, that's how I see it going. But I'm really interested in how Disney Plus app is going to look going forward. Disney Plus has that stupid thing for verifying your household. It's very fucking annoying. And now that, and Hulu didn't do that. So this is only going to inconvenience my life more. So
Uh,
that's another detriment to that. That is, Disney is on that bullshit like Netflix, where you gotta verify your household. Are you away? Are you out of town? And all this other bullshit. But there is a workaround. I'm not gonna blast it on the internet. Go look it up. Go find somebody. There is a workaround for it. But yeah, let's see. I'm very interested to see how Hulu is going to look on the Disney Plus app. I guess Disney said, "Fuck them kids." Hey, if
so
your kid roll over to the wrong side of the app, they could see some HBO and late night, whatever that shit was, after dark. I kid, I
oh yeah, yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Nah, don't
So
kid.
2 points to Harper on that you brought up. The best way I can see them doing that, the prorating thing, and I believe only Hulu and Amazon does this. I could be wrong, but I'm sure I'll get corrected. You can pay for Hulu for the whole year in advance. You can do the upfront year subscription, and I believe you get a discount rate when you do it that way. So I can see what you're saying with them prorating the remaining months when this shift goes in. Secondly, Hulu is doing that. I think it happened a week or two ago, and when I came to watch Hulu on my TV, and it was like, "Hey man, is this your home television?" And I was like, yo, when are we doing this? When are we doing this? That Netflix shit has rubbed off to Disney. It only happened once. It has not happened again. But I did mean to ask you, did that little moniker pop up? But I guess not. It happened with Disney Plus. Yeah, bullshit all around is coming. That was majority about it. But we'll see how they handle this so-called
Yeah.
quote unquote merger.
Hey, let me know in the comments below. Are you in a situation like my cousin where you have a prorated price for all three? And how much time do you have left? And will you call Disney if once they shut down Hulu, and asking about a credit for since Hulu is technically shutting down? But I'm real curious, because it can go either way with Disney. Sometimes they can be dirtbags, sometimes they can be decent human beings, but you never know with Disney. It's real grimy over there. So hey, definitely make sure you call customer service once Hulu do shut down, if you have the thing like my cousin though.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?